Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm glad that you're watching. In today's video, I'm going to share with you the 3 main strategies that I use to get my Upwork profile to be approved on the platform. So I think about 3 or 4 days ago, I posted a video on the channel on the different legit ways that you can use to make money online. And if you haven't watched that video, please check up here for the link to the video. And once I had my video out, I got a few questions and comments and DMs asking me, Eva, how do I get my Upwork profile approved? So fortunately or unfortunately, I started freelancing some time back in April, I think, of 2009. That's like 11 years ago. And I used to offer business planning services on the currently, at the time it used to be called Odesk. But some time back, I think it was in 2015 thereabout, I decided to stop freelancing through that platform because I wanted to pursue other interests. So as I was going through the different questions and DMs about working on Upwork, I just realized that there's been a very radical change in terms of how Upwork currently functions and in comparison to how it used to function in our days as Odesk. And I decided that for me to be able to effectively answer some of these questions that I was getting, I will have to go back and re-register on the Upwork platform so I could be speaking from a position of knowledge. So obviously the most natural thing that I thought I would do was to register as a business plan writer because that's what I used to do. And so something else I didn't mention. So back in our day when we used to register on Odesk, all you needed to do, you just simply go fill up your profile on the platform and start bidding for jobs like immediately. But on the new Upwork platform, once you register your profile on the platform, you are not able to start applying for jobs or to get job invites until your profile has been approved. So obviously I set up my profile as a business plan writer. Unfortunately, I didn't take a snapshot of my initial application. So I registered as a professional business plan writer specializing in SBA business plans. And I filled in the profile section. I entered in my education details and a few skills here and there that are related to a business plan writer. So I had like business planning, business strategy, business pitch, and all that kind. And then I submitted my profile for approval. And according to the platform, they usually respond to you in, I think it's 24 hours or 48, I don't quite remember. But in less than a day, I had a response from Upwork, and it wasn't what I was expecting. They had actually declined my application for freelancing as a business plan writer on the platform. So as you can see in this is their email that I got from Upwork. That was on the 26th of April. Hi Eva, thank you for your interest in joining Upwork. We have reviewed your application to join and regret to inform you that we are unable to accept your Upwork freelance registration at this time. Please do not consider this a reflection of your abilities, while we would like to offer every qualified freelancer the spot. Admission is highly competitive as Upwork receives more than 10,000 freelancer registrations daily. To help ensure that freelancers we accept have the best chance at finding opportunities on our platform, we only accept a small percentage of those who want to join. If you feel that the profile you submitted does not accurately represent your skill and experience, you are free to update and resubmit your application. Of course, I took them on this last offer and I updated my profile and resubmitted my application. So I started to think, and I put myself in the position of Upwork, like, what would be the reasons why my profile would be declined. So I decided, like, since there's a possibility of actually resubmitting a new application, I'm gonna use the one thing that I know how to use best, that is my cultural art. And you will not believe I used that tactic and I got my Upwork profile approved. Basically, cultural art is almost quote unquote the opposite of cultural fit. So when you talk about cultural fit is, let's say we use it in terms of Upwork. By looking at the Upwork platform, Upwork is an American, it's actually, okay, that's not American. So let's say a majority of clients on the Upwork platform, and this is just based on my own assumption, based on my experience during the Odesk days, were people from North America. So obviously, most of the freelancers already existing on the platform are already providing services that are geared to somebody who's in North America, or somebody who looks for someone who's a cultural fit for somebody who's in North America. So for example, when you look at even some of the job applications, the job postings, they will say, oh, we want a North American native, we want someone with this and that. So I decided I don't actually fit into that description, but I have something that I bring to the table, and that's my cultural art. That is something that is unique to me as Eva, unique to me as an individual, and I'm gonna make a new application based on what makes me different from most other freelancers on the platform. And in the decline email that they sent me, they actually mentioned that they get about 10,000 applications for freelancers every single day. That's like 10,000 times 3, that's about 300,000 applications every single month. So I went back to the platform and rewrote my Upwork profile. And you can see just about 3 days ago, I submitted my application and I got accepted. Congratulations, Eva, your profile is now live. Yeah, so we have here, hi Eva, your profile is now live, which means you are now ready to grow your freelance business. Discover the projects that interest you the most and start applying for them today. So I'm just gonna go back to my computer and I'm gonna show you exactly how the current profile that got approved looks like. You can see this is my profile. I'm just gonna show you in summary. You can see it's 100% completed, and this is what I was talking about. Make sure you complete your profile 100%. And let's just look at what I filled in. Now we can see my face. Oh Lord, see how I look. So this is the picture that I submitted for my general profile. And as you can see, I said female voiceover talent, Swahili English translator, British accent. So as you can see, I have capitalized on what makes me different and what I am sure will differentiate me from most other freelancers on the platform. And I have, I'm a female voiceover artist that speaks both English and Swahili fluently, and that can help to bring your story to life. I offer a rich, authoritative voice, very appropriate for audiobooks, documentaries, features, translation from English to Swahili and vice versa, business, educational content, internet videos, video games, and commercials. And I have my own YouTube channel. And then I've also mentioned my turnaround time is 12 hours or less. And I have 4 years of voice experience. I actually have more. I mean, I've been talking for the last 41 years. So anyway, and then I have also added the languages that I speak. You can see English, native or bilingual. I have Swahili, native or bilingual, and then I also speak French. So these are what I capitalize on to differentiate myself on the platform. So as you can see, this is what I submitted. And I don't know if it's going to show, but as part of the application, oh yes, so this is what I had in my portfolio. as you can see in my portfolio, I have my YouTube. This is actually one of my YouTube videos that I've put on here. So, and then in terms of skills, you can see I filled in my skills here: YouTube, voice talent, voiceover English, female voiceover, translation English Swahili, translation Swahili English, translation French English. And then I put all my employment. Okay, I only put one employment history, and then I put my education. Yeah. So as you can see, basically my point is use your culture art that is unique to yourself and personalize it and make it a differentiator for you when you're making your application. Anyway, so as you have seen from that profile that I submitted and got approved, I used the two things that I had that were very unique to me. So number one, as a Kenyan who speaks Swahili and who believes that she has this beautiful, authoritative voice that can be used in voiceovers, can be used in advertisements, can be used in audiobooks, can be used in documentaries, I decided to list myself as a Swahili female voiceover artist. And since my English is mostly British, did they call British or British? I have, like I said, I just have a British accent because that's the English that I speak. It's mostly influenced by the Brits who brought English to Kenya. And then with Upwork, when you're offering a specialized service like voiceover, you have to give a sample of your work. And what I did, I simply went to one of the 90 videos that I have shot on the YouTube platform, and that's what I used as my portfolio item, and that's what they used to gauge me and found me as a fit for this service that I wanted to provide. So I guess my point is one of the strategies for getting your Upwork profile approved is to find out what makes you different from the next freelancer and use that to your advantage. You know, usually we look at our differentiators, the things that make us different, as disadvantages, but you can see in my situation, I used my Swahili, being a Swahili native, being a Kenyan, having a strong authoritative voice to my advantage, and it got me on the Upwork platform. So just look at yourself, look at your life. What makes you different from Eva? And use that to your advantage and to build a case for yourself. The number two thing that I'm sure worked in my favor is that, as you have seen from my Upwork profile, I actually filled in like all the other sections. I had my name on, I had a professional photo on there, I had listed different skills, I had listed my education background, I had a sample voiceover that I had done on my YouTube platform. So make sure that you fill your profile to the extent that whoever is evaluating your profile would get a sense of who you are as a person. And then of course the number three, which is very obvious, submit your application. Like, get on the platform and register yourself and submit your application. Yeah, remember the age-old adage that says you miss 100% of all the shots that you don't make. So don't just sit there and say, what am I gonna do? Go ahead, get on the platform, fill in your details, and once you have all your details there, register yourself, find out what is your cultural ad, use it to your advantage, and you never know. Anyway, and that's how I got my profile approved. So, well, thank you very much for staying up to the very end. And as usual, if you haven't subscribed, please remember to hit the subscribe button at the bottom. And if you like this video, remember to give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, please remember to hit the thumbs down button twice. And as usual, once you have subscribed to the channel, please please remember to go back and hit the notification bell so that when I shoot the next video, you will be the first person to know.